Good morning, Facebook world. Hope you are well. Welcome to the new year. Welcome to episode 39 of Annihilating Anxiety. And I want to start off by saying welcome to the new year. Happy New Year. Hope you had a fantastic celebration as you came into it. The next thing I want to say is make 2020 your year. Make it your bitch, as they say. Make it something that you dominate. Make it something that you are having conscious choice around, and make it something that you travel through consciously and deliberately. Don't travel through it as a victim. Don't travel through it as, oh, woe is me. Don't travel through it as, oh, my anxiety is taking over. Travel through it in a way that really shows volition around everything that you do, and also look at anxiety in a very strategic way, all right? The whole purpose of these lives is to certainly share with you mindset hacks and tricks and different things that you can use to put you back in control so that you have less anxiety moments during your years, during your days, during your moments, all right? Now, the first thing I want to touch on is, first hack of the year is, again, raising your consciousness about what actually triggers anxiety in your life. Now, over New Year's period, and certainly starting into the new year, a lot of us become very conscious about ourselves, conscious about our environment. We start setting New Year's resolutions, waste of time. Oops, sorry, I didn't say that. There's a live that I did about, I think it was end of last week, or if not early this week, about a system that you can use to really set you up for success for 2020, and the actual process I use to not do New Year's resolutions, but do something completely different. So if you want to check that out, definitely go back to my page and check out that live. But I digressed. So around this time, people become a lot more self-aware because they start to realize whatever's happening or not happening in their life is a result of themselves. Morning, Edward. And what we need to appreciate is that during this time, it's a prime time to really reflect and look at our life and see what's going on. Now, even sometimes conversations can go into areas of goals, can go into conversations around environment and people around us and clearing out. And you even see on Facebook people decluttering their friends. Maybe a great idea if you've got that going on, that you need to remove some of that negative energy. But the other thing that occasionally comes up is the topic of values. Values. Now, values is really important in the area of anxiety because guaranteed one of the things that's going to trigger an anxiety moment is when you have a sense of your values not being fulfilled. And ultimately in our life, we are all going to have, based on our childhood, we're all going to have key areas that are critically important for us, but not necessarily other people. So, for example, if you grew up and you had a lot of loving, caring family around you, as you travel through life, it may be really important for you to have really strong family connections. But if you grew up and you were more self-reliant, independent, and family wasn't a big thing for you, maybe you were even treated negatively by your family, you're not going to really be so concerned about the existence or non-existence of family. And so family, for example, could be a value for you, or it may not be. Health could be a value for you, or it may not be. But what we also need to appreciate about values, they're kind of the areas of priority for us, right? They're things that we really care about. But here's the flip side. They're also going to be things that we are going to be extremely concerned about, and they're actually going to can become voids in our life. What I mean by that is, if one of your values is, for example, honesty, you are always going to be, morning Kim, with values, you're also going to, by default, be always looking for opportunities for you to be honest, but also times and places where people are not being honest to you. And we need to appreciate that another word for values is actually voids, because you're constantly going to be seeking where are those things not happening for you. And what I want to encourage you to do going forward this week, as the, first episode of Annihilating Anxiety, is identify what are your top 3 values. What are the top 3 things that are really important for you? Because guaranteed when those things are not happening, anxiety is going to be showing up for you. So if I just give an example for myself, my top 3 values are definitely progress and achievement. Progress and achievement, all right? That's a really critically important one for me. Next one is learning and development, and being able to learn new things and develop my mind, right? Next one is definitely health. Next one is money. And next one will probably be connection and fun, right? But see, the thing is, my values are not the same as any other person's values, or definitely, we could have similar values, but not necessarily in the same order. But see, the thing is, immediately, if you want to create anxiety for me, create situations where I'm not able to achieve my values. As I said, progress, learning and development, and health. If I can't be working on those 3 things consistently, then I'm going to have higher levels of anxiety. When you're able to plan your life around your values and what's important to you, and ask the other person that's in your life, or your friends or your family, ask them, what are the top 3 things that are important to you? And make sure that you create scenarios where you are fulfilling your values on a daily basis. Guess what? Your anxiety is going to go down. But if you're not able to do that, your anxiety is going to be sky high. All right. So what I encourage you to do over the next couple of days is identify what are your top 3 values. Yes, you can go all the way to top 10, but ultimately your life is driven by your top 3. All right. Now here's another scary concept that I want to share with you. We have less free will than we actually think. We have less free will than we actually think. And I want to encourage you all to check out a book. It's called Free Will by an author that I can't think of right now, but check out the book. It's called Free Will, and it will really show you how little free will we actually have and how conscious we actually need to be. All right, so I hope you got some value from this live, and make sure that you start to identify what are your top 3 values and start to live into them, live by them, and actively fulfill yourself in those areas, and your anxiety will definitely lower. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.